America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Welcome to our 199th episode. This is America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name is Joe Parisi. I am so glad you're here with me today. I've got some fun trivia questions lined up for you. As always, 3 rounds, 7 questions per round, 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answers. Round 1 today, music. Round 2, mixed round. Round 3, movies. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1, question 1. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. Name the band behind 1983's Here Comes the Rain Again. Question 2. Come, baby, come, baby, baby, come, come. From a 1993 album called Swing, Bada Swing, what artist gave us that song, Come, Baby, Come? Question 3. From their 1983 album, which was called 90125, name the band that gave us a song called Owner of a Lonely Heart. Question 4. And I want you. We can bring it on the floor. You've never danced like this before. We don't talk about it. From 2013, what duo gave us the song Stolen Dance? Question 5, gonna give you a hint, talking about what would be considered a jam band. This rock band, jam band, released their 6th studio album, October of 1996, which was called Billy Breathes. The first single from the album was called Free. The album's cover art features a close-up photo of their bass player, Mike Gordon. Name the band. Question 6. Name the 1995 movie soundtrack that featured U2's Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, and Seal's Kiss from a Rose. Little hint for you, the film starred Val Kilmer. Name the movie. And question 7, what was the name of the debut hit single from Joan Osborne that she released in late 1995? Just like that, round 1 complete. Let's check your answers and see how you're starting off on episode 199. Question 1 was, Here Comes the Rain Again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. My question was, what band is behind the 1983 song, Here Comes the Rain Again? And the answer is Eurythmics. Question 2, Come Baby, Come Baby, Baby, Come, Come. From a 1993 album called Swing, Bada Swing, what artist gave us the song, Come Baby, Come? The answer is K7. K7 is not a group. K7 is a rapper, an individual. Tommy Boy Records put that album out. Question 3, from their 1983 album, which was called 90125, name the band that gave us the song Owner of a Lonely Heart. Yes! That's the answer. The band Yes. Question 4, And I Want You. We Can Bring It on the Floor. You've never danced like this before. We Don't Talk About It. From 2013, what duo gave us the song Stolen Dance? This is a great song. It's by a duo called Milky Chance. And you would know the song if you heard it. Just not a household name group by any means. Question number 5. This rock band, jam band, released their 6th studio album in October 1996, which was called Billy Breathes. The first single from that album was called Free, and the album's cover art features a close-up photo of bass player Mike Gordon. Name the band. It's kind of a fisheye lens close-up photo. The answer is Fish. Question number 6. Name the 1995 movie soundtrack that featured U2's Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, and Seal's Kiss from a Rose. Your hint, the film starred Val Kilmer. The answer is Batman Forever. And Batman Forever has a really good soundtrack. Besides those two songs, which are both really good, Mazzy Star was on there, Massive Attack, Nick Cave, PJ Harvey, and there's a cover of the song Smash It Up from The Offspring, which is really cool. Batman Forever soundtrack. Check it out. Question 7. What was the name of the debut hit single from Joan Osborne that she released in late 1995? One of Us. Of course, you remember the Joan Osborne One of Us music video. If you are around my age, give or take 10 years. It was on all the time, and it really thrust Joan Osborne into the spotlight. We had never seen her before, we had never heard her before, and now here's this catchy song that is racing up the charts, and here's this video that shows repeatedly a close-up of Joan Osborne. She's singing the song. The rest of the stuff was like shots they wove in from Coney Island. But the thing you remember, as I'm talking about it, is what? The nose ring, right? Well, check this out. It was fake. She admits it was fake. I watched a recent interview with her, and she said when she showed up on the day of the music video shoot, she's in the wardrobe area, and there's all these clothing options and jewelry options, and she finds this fake clip-on nose ring, puts it in, and she liked how it looked, and everybody there was like, oh, yeah, that looks great, you should wear it. And at the end of the shoot, they're watching back some footage, and everybody's like, oh, this is awesome. The nose ring, oh, it really stands out. People are going to remember that. And she said as she left, she was like making her way home, trying to make her way home. She realized, like, this is going to turn into a thing. And if people find out that was fake, that's going to look horrible. People are just going to think I'm this terrible poser. So she went out the next day and actually got the nose ring.
Round 2.
How many shows are giving you this kind of Joan Osborne nose information? Not many. I'll tell you that. That's why we're still around at 199 episodes. This is your mixed round. We're going to bounce all over the place. Your first question for round 2. Around 1988, a new variation of 7-Up debuted, the drink. It featured a darker, spiced cola flavor with hints of ginger and cinnamon, and it did have caffeine, unlike regular 7-Up. So think ginger ale with a dash of cola flavor. The flavor was discontinued later in 1988. What was this flavor of 7-Up called? Question 2. A 2001 dark comedy that reunited the two stars of the film Swingers. It was about two aspiring boxers who get involved in a money laundering scheme orchestrated by a low-level organized crime group. Name the film. Question 3. A beer introduced in 2007 by the Margaritaville Brewing Company a collaboration with Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. The brand aims to capture that island feel and as of 2025 is still around. Name the beer. Question 4. The song On the Dark Side was actually recorded by John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, but it was used in a movie where a fictional band in the movie performed the song. The fictional band and the movie share the same name. What movie are we talking about? Question 5. This series ran for 3 seasons, from 1968 to 1971, and it was a spin-off continuation of The Andy Griffith Show. Name the show. Question 6. Name the artist who gave us the late 70s single, Right Down the Line, a follow-up to his hit, Baker Street. Question 7. In the summer of 1989, Pepsi began rolling out a new beverage in a number of test markets. It was an altered version of Pepsi that contained 25% more caffeine, and the goal was for this drink to compete with coffee as a morning beverage. Basically, it was marketed as a morning energy drink. It didn't sell well and was discontinued in October 1990. What was the name of this beverage? What do you think? Couple easy ones, couple hard ones? Let's find out how you did. Here's your answers. Question 1. Around 1988, a new variation of 7-Up debuted, which featured a darker spiced cola flavored with hints of ginger and cinnamon, and it did have caffeine, unlike regular 7-Up. Think ginger ale with a dash of cola flavor. The flavor was discontinued later in 1988. What was this flavor of 7-Up called? 7-Up Gold. Question 2. A 2001 dark comedy that reunited the 2 stars of the movie Swingers. It was a film about 2 aspiring boxers who get involved in a money laundering scheme orchestrated by a low-level organized crime group. Name the film. Made. This was another Jon Favreau film. Basically the follow-up to Swingers. Has nothing to do with Swingers except those 2 guys were in it. And there's a lot of the similar back and forth between Vince Vaughn, Jon Favreau that we got in Swingers. Not nearly the movie that Swingers is, but still a fun watch. Question 3. A beer introduced in 2007 by the Margaritaville Brewing Company, a collaboration with Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. The brand aims to capture the island feel, and as of 2025, it's still around. Name this beverage. Land Shark Lager. Anheuser-Busch is who actually brews Land Shark Lager. And I don't know the details, but I think they kind of tried to keep that under wraps for a while. But it's pretty common knowledge. So that's actually made by Anheuser-Busch. Question 4. The song On the Dark Side was actually recorded by John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, but it was used in a movie where a fictional band in the movie performed the song. The fictional band and the movie share the same name. What movie are we talking about? Eddie and the Cruisers. So the story of that movie is basically that it flopped in theaters. After its opening week, they were like, oh, this is not working. They pulled all the paid advertising. So they stopped advertising the film after 1 week. After its 3rd week in theaters, it got pulled altogether, all around the country. But as so many movies that we love have done, it ended up on cable television. In particular, HBO took it and just played it like crazy. and it became a cult classic. And it was through those cable TV viewings that the song On the Dark Side suddenly got this resurgence, more than a year after it came out, and eventually climbed to number 7 on the Billboard charts, all based on the interest it was capturing through cable television airings of the movie. Question 5. This series ran for 3 seasons from 1968 to 1971, and it was a spin-off continuation of The Andy Griffith Show. Name the show. Mayberry RFD. What does RFD stand for? Yeah, good question. Rural Free Delivery. So they say the show was fairly popular for all 3 of its seasons. Kind of slow decline, but not horrible. But it was canceled after that 3rd season in what is referred to as the Rural Purge of 1971. This is like a term that is out there, the quote, Rural Purge of 1971. What is that? TV executives, in particular at CBS, decided there wasn't enough happening in the entertainment industry to appeal to urban and suburban audiences. So around 1970, 1971, all of these once very popular shows were just dropped. And there were a lot of rural shows. So along with this Mayberry RFD, the Beverly Hillbillies, Petticoat Junction, Green Acres, Hee Haw, Gomer Pyle USMC, a bunch of variety shows that had been on CBS for years. They got rid of all of them. It was like an image thing. Like, we're not reaching these people. They want more than stories about rural families. So yeah, it was like this big turning point around like 1970, 1971. All of a sudden, they kind of put the brakes on producing Western films for the most part. Question number 6. Name the artist who gave us the late 70s single Right Down the Line, which was a follow-up to his hit Baker Street. Jerry Rafferty. And question 7. In the summer of '89, Pepsi began rolling out a new beverage in a number of test markets. It was an altered version of Pepsi that contained 25% more caffeine, and the goal was for this drink to compete with coffee as a morning beverage. Basically, it was marketed as a morning energy drink. It didn't sell well, and it was discontinued in October of 1990. What was the name of this beverage? Pepsi AM. So think about it. 5 a.m. Oh, I'm exhausted. Didn't get enough sleep. Got to get ready. Got to be out the door in a half an hour. Give me a Pepsi. I don't know. I mean, I know some of you are energy drink people. I will have an energy drink from time to time. But, I mean, unless I'm, like, hopping on a fishing boat, I'm more of a coffee guy in the morning. But 2 questions in this round. The one about the 7-Up that actually had the caffeine, the 7-Up Gold, and this one, it kind of shows you, 1988, 1989, the industry was figuring out that there was some kind of a desire for stronger caffeinated beverages. But they were just trying to figure it out. Like, it was around this time that I think, you could go into a gas station and there'd be like one shelf facing of maybe Jolt Cola, or depending on your region, like here it was Nitro Cola. These things were starting to pop up, but they just couldn't figure out what worked or how to properly market it. Now, I mean, half the cooler at any gas station or convenience store is energy drinks.
Round 3.
Today's third and final round is a movie round. Question 1. Name the actor who played the Scarecrow in 1939's The Wizard of Oz. Question 2. In the original Back to the Future, Marty and Doc travel back in time to 1955. In Part 2, they visit 2015. What year was it in the Old West that most of Back to the Future Part 3 takes place in? Question 3. What is the first name of the character played by Lorraine Bracco in Goodfellas? Question 4. Name this actress. She played a character named Spice in Batman Forever, Brenda in Singles, Regina in Beethoven's Second, and Shauna Roberts in Entourage. Name the actress. Question 5. Name the 1973 movie that features the following characters: Chris McNeil, Father Lancaster Marin, Sharon Spencer, and Regan McNeil. Name the film. Question 6. A 1994 sci-fi slasher film starring Edward Furlong and Frank Langella. A teenager is part of an interactive video game where he kills innocent victims. Later, the murders become real. The name of the video game is also the name of this film. What is the name of this film? And question 7. Leslie Jordan, Paul Feig, T.K. Carter, Martin Mull, Ray Walston, and George Lopez are all featured in this 1990 film from the producers of Police Academy. It's about developers attempting to sabotage the safety record of a ski resort so they can swoop in and buy the property for pennies on the dollar. Name the film. And that's going to do it for round 3. Here come your final 7 answers. Question number 1. Name the actor who played the Scarecrow in 1939's The Wizard of Oz. Ray Bolger. Question 2. In the original Back to the Future, Marty and Doc travel back in time to 1955. In part 2, they visit 2015. What year was it in the Old West that most of Back to the Future Part 3 takes place in? The answer is 1885. And for those of you who are big into the Back to the Future films, you got to jump over to my other show, The Odd Podcast with Joe Parisi, because there is now a deep dive episode all about Back to the Future Part 2. So much fun, interesting information revolving around that film, and we explore a lot of it. So just look up The Odd Podcast, and then you'll find the Back to the Future 2 episode. Question 3 was, what is the first name of the character played by Lorraine Bracco in Goodfellas? Karen. Question 4, name this actress. She played a character named Spice in Batman Forever, Brenda in Singles, Regina in Beethoven's Second, and Shauna Roberts in Entourage. Debbie Mazar. Debbie Mazar, close friend of Madonna, and she has actually appeared in 6 Madonna music videos. Everybody, Papa Don't Preach, True Blue, Justify My Love, Deeper and Deeper, and Music. Question 5. Name the 1973 movie that features the following characters: Chris McNeil, Father Lancaster Marin, Sharon Spencer, and Regan McNeil. The answer is The Exorcist. Of course, that film is about real events that transpired right here in St. Louis, Missouri. And in the real version, it was a little boy, not a little girl. And yeah, it's one of those weird things. Like, so many people in St. Louis that you'll come across have some weird connection, like a relative knew one of the priests, maybe like had one of these priests as a teacher, or, you know, their aunt or uncle or grandmother worked at the hospital where they had the young man for a while. It's just one of those weird little St. Louis things. But now, it was so long ago, it was like in the 40s. I don't really think there's anybody around anymore that had any direct, you know, involvement with it. I think all those people are gone. Question number 6, a 1994 sci-fi slasher film starring Edward Furlong and Frank Langella. A teenager is part of an interactive video game where he kills innocent victims. Later, the murders become real. The name of the video game is also the name of the film. So what is the name of this film? Brain Scan. And question number 7. Leslie Jordan, Paul Feig, T.K. Carter, Martin Mull, Ray Walston, and George Lopez are all featured in this 1990 film from the producers of Police Academy. It was about developers who were attempting to sabotage the safety record of a ski resort so they can swoop in and buy the property for pennies on the dollar. What's the name of this film? Ski Patrol. This is one of those movies I rented at least a dozen times from the little video department at the grocery store up the street. I just loved it. If you know this movie, there was a funny character named Suicide who was like this daredevil skier, snowboarder. And the guy would like talk to himself in different voices, kind of a Jekyll and Hyde thing. And he would wear these masks on the sides of his faces. So he would turn his head and you'd be seeing one face. He'd turn his head the other way, you'd see another face. It's a weird little character they came up with, but definitely memorable. Well, I looked into it, and it's the same actor that was, his name's Sean Sullivan. He's in Wayne's World as the friend that's always too drunk and like about to throw up in the car. Remember that guy? Same actor. Sean Sullivan is the guy's name. Well, this has been episode 199 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. You guys are the best. Thank you for hanging out. My Instagram, if you want to follow along, at Joe Parisi VO. I am also on Facebook, TikTok. You can always shoot me a message through my website, joeparisivoiceover.com, as well, if you like. Thank you guys for listening. Episode 200 coming up next.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.